into the map that I am here for. Let's get in, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, as said, we're back to the cargo plane and we're back to seeing how the hot drops will be going off. No teams going off just yet, but at the second that the button can be pressed, we see a majority. A lot of colors, mostly being purple, and well, let's see how they decide to duke it out. As again, a lot of these teams have definitely been close to each other. Earlier, we saw initiations between Myth and Fairy Tale, which ended up being quite drastic for one and not as much for the other, but Gaming Gladiators, Space Holler, we did see that they are right now top of the leaderboard by 10 points. I think that sets quite a target on their back.
It definitely does. A lot of the teams are going to be now out on the hunt for these guys because, hey, they just really want to, put a stop to the domination that these guys have been putting up. And I'm sure that they're going to be in the crosshairs of a lot of players. But, hey, as long as they play it out safe, they should be safe for long enough. And, perhaps just... Wait, is that extent? No, it's someone else. I was like, is that tens? But that's extends. I'm sorry. But hey, yeah. Gaming Gladiators, they can't stay safe. They can't stay on top of the leaderboard, but a lot of the underdogs are probably going to be aiming out for them. But hey, just the start of the map right now. So we can see, and hey, it's a huge map, so we definitely can see a really long calm before the storm time before anything really happens. So yeah, let's just chill for now, Bob, eh?
Chill for now. Let everything come to action, as action will probably also come to us. But in the meanwhile, well, I'm interested to see how these teams are going to be scouting out between each other, because one thing is for certain that this map, while it is large, it also offers quite a lot of interesting, unique, major features, such as the market, such as the EMP, Stun Gun, and SMG JS9, but we're going to have to see that in use. And up until then, we're taking a look at Storm on request earlier, who have had a very bad run in map number 2, a very solid one, winning it out in map number 1, and maybe this time around they can just bring themselves back onto top 3.
Maybe. But hey, I mean, I'm around. The only team I can really talk about right now is Redline, because I have kind of seen them playing. They, so far, what I remember really is, yeah, they were a really good team, and they were putting up a really good performance on some occasions, especially. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing good things from them again. But hey, for now, everything is just new to me. All these names are new to me. So yeah, I'm just really, looking forward to see what these guys have to show. So yeah, for now, we're just chilling, looking at Gaming Gladiators, the Dominators for now. They are looting a little bit here and there, but yeah, so far so chill. PUBG is just like this, isn't it, Bob? It's like just chill around for a while, especially on a map this big. It's just bound to be like this, so you can't really do something about it.
Even we as casters can nicely sit back, relax, enjoy a hot cup of coffee, and well, although drinking on the job necessarily isn't one thing that we'd appreciate, but here, we are going to be seeing some pickups on the guns.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. I mean, everything's nice and cool, like you mentioned, but I think that tension is about to rise. We do have certain teams being quite close to each other, and although we do see that teams really nicely spread out across the map, each city given to one team, but the zone is closing in here, and Holler, at some point, they're going to have to close in with it.
They definitely do, and it's a really interesting zone. If you can, well, a lot of the teams, they are in the circle already, but a lot of them aren't as well. So yeah, we are going to be seeing a lot of rotations coming through from a lot of teams. But hey, they do have a lot of time to work around and a lot of time to just, get themselves into the safe zone. So yeah, I think there was a shot fired. I don't know from where exactly I heard it, but hey, there might be some action going around somewhere on the map. But for now, we're just looking at, once again, players chilling around. Interesting choice. But hey, yeah, it's just really nice seeing these players just loot up, prepare for battle, and prepare for what has to come for them. So yeah, classic old PUBG.
Now, as we've seen by the theory of Gaming Gladiators, placements mean quite a lot, but what means more is not only surviving till the end, but finding the time to strike, keep your team alive, as in map number 1, we did see a lot of teams struggle to bring all 4 players into the end zone. Map number 2, that was not the case, as Redline and Gaming Gladiators both ended up being the final 4 teams to fight off against it, with all 4 players, the entire group, and for now, like we said, a large map, and that means there's lesser of a chance for early engagements.
Definitely is the case. A very huge map. I mean, even when you're on maps like Sandhawk, there's still a little bit of a time before teams get into engagements, but like a map like this, no chance. When you're in Erangel, Miramar, Erangel is still fairly, evenly sized map, but Miramar and yeah, this it's just you're not seeing any fights anytime soon. Just teams taking their time. You can already see 64 live. That's just all of them. So yeah, 5 minutes already went by. We're probably gonna see another 3 to 4, maybe even another 5 before we actually see any engagements. But hold on to that thought because we already see a Mini 14 going off as someone. He's gonna be receiving some return fire, but hey, he's safe for now.
Safe just for now.
Yep.
Oh yeah. My Ninja Way, he was sneaky about it, and we saw Gaming Gladiators and M98 both going on their banana bus as of current, trying to ride their wave through and finding out not only buildings, but in the meanwhile scour out for any players. Again, huge map, you need a way of transportation. Going on by foot will just get you exposed and in the meanwhile taken out early on, and I doubt anyone wants that because losing a player gets you lesser of chances of not only making it to end zone, but even into the top 5. All against us right now. That's going to be some shots coming out to 7 Gaming, but we can see the first kill here dropped by Samler as he will be taking one from the side of Storm.
Good kills coming through, and yeah, it's really nice to see that we finally have some action before us. He's just trying to finish him off as soon as he can, and he is delivering the damage, but yeah, that's the most an SLR can do. This is like the perfect combo that he has right now. Spots another one. He has a rock for the cover, but he's just going all out, going for the fight, and that is gonna be his punishment. Knocked out already. And yeah, should be finished off as well. 7 Gaming. 3 Nicks. Should get away with the, well, that wasn't the first kill, but hey, something along the lines. So yeah, that's the initial action already happened, Bob.
Not the first, certainly not the last. Grennick's quite dominant, and we've always seen him to be the take-up on aggression, the one to really step forward and put down an opposition against anyone trying to fight back against him. But quantity means a lot. Way more than quality when it comes down to community events such as this, and although Plausible Gaming brings more than just quality, quantity in players means a lot, so you want to keep those players alive, you want to keep them healthy, and 7 Gaming here are going to be regrouping nicely. Again, transportation is going to mean a bunch on a map like this. Already on the motorbike, Grinix coming out, and we can take a second look at Redline as they're going to be approaching very closely here onto Dope, and just seconds away from a possible team fight.
There we go, we finally have our eyes on the player of Redline. Doesn't have a lot of information there, but he's just scouting around, trying to spot someone out. Sees a car, spams a few, but yeah, no one's there. Really nice how passive these guys are. He kind of has a gut feeling that there is someone. Maybe he even spotted someone. Yeah, for now, okay, yeah, he definitely saw that. He's in a bit of a trouble. He's just kind of, he's just separated from his team right now, and he's a little bit he's in a bit of a pinch right now. And it would really be wise for him to get out of there, because if either of the teams just decide to scale upon him, it's gonna be really it's gonna be hard for him to get out of there. So yeah, now is his time. But hey, he's just deciding to hold on to his position. So fair enough.
Holding on to the position is great, but Slaven here, I mean, like you said, he's pinched between teams. He is the ham and the sandwich, and currently, if anyone tries to take initiation, he's already given off his position, as in the meanwhile, Dante, the previous times MVP of Gaming Gladiators, looking to have a second bout, having one down, no finish out, maybe approaching any second, but currently not being the situation. Phase 1 here, going to be closing on anyone outside the circle. You definitely want to make a foot in the right direction, that being towards the zone, but 7 Gaming, I do believe that is who we're going to be approaching, or maybe just not, but right now they're still being contested by Gaming Gladiators. Extents coming out, that's going to be the bombs, the zones being popped, double, even looking to triple down on it, and the trouble that Gaming Gladiators bring.
Definitely will. Those nades are not going to be serving these guys well. Gaming Gladiators are going to be going all out, not just quite yet rushing inside the house. They aren't using their utilities. There we go. Xtan's going to be the first one to be peeking that window. He now exactly knows where he is, receiving some return fire. Now he just decides to go all in. It's going to be taken down, though. They are having a bit of a trouble. Will they be wiped out early on, or will they continue their domination? They have successfully taken control of that house, and now that provides them with enough cover to stay alive for a little longer. These guys are doing good for now, but hey, look at this. 4 Angry Sense.
Oh, 4 Angries. They do put a stop to one. Levante taken out. Dante even catching a bit of strays on the meanwhile, as that is going to be AAUS finishing him off. And Gaming Gladiators, such a strong up front, now being left only down to the final player. Rocks will need to hold out for just a couple extra. Redline taking long shots, and we do see that again. Sloven here is the final player, just completely left alone, the sole survivor on this hill. And again, if any team takes initiation, they know where he is. Shots there are going to be giving off information and details where his standing may be. But as of current, you know, he's just really trying to bring people over to him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. He's just practically being the bait for his team. And yeah, they all are just, they're waiting behind him. And maybe this is kind of a trap that they have set up, but I don't really think that any of the teams are willing to be walking into that. So yeah, for now, Slaven is just going to be staying there, but look at this. Stormer and Chris is going to be seeing someone shots fired with the AUG, and he knows there's an entire team there. Not an engagement he should be taking carelessly, but they are going to walk into that eventually. There we go. Long shots being fired. Nothing landed yet, because hey, neither of the teams are just deciding to engage each other openly just quite yet.
Oh,
might as well just walk away. Yeah.
I don't know why is no one going for Slogan. Please,
No
players.
idea.
Well,
It's like
he
as,
is a
it's,
freebie.
it's as I said, he's just trying to bait them in, and nobody's really willing to take that bait. So yeah, it's fair. Look at this. These guys have been staring at each other for the last 10 minutes, or maybe at least 5. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing has been done so far. Oh, Rock's in a bit of trouble. Without dope. There we go. The Molly's out. Doesn't have much space to work around with. He's being rushed right now. And oh boy, he finally actually gets one. Insta eliminates. But yeah, that's all we could do.
Gaming Gladiators, the first to be taken out, is such a switch of fates. A turn of tables, you could call it, as they were the first one to be taken out. And oh my god, Holler, 31 points. They were dominant, the most dominant, but this is just unexpected of them. And again, I think that teams really wanted to take them out as soon as possible. It's a smart way, especially if you really want to secure yourself a #1 spot. And taking out the #1 contender is going to be good, but taking these shots at the van, you find some value. And Khan, early, one of the main players from Fairy Tale, does find a down, almost finish, almost won't be quite enough, but holding them at bay, a bit of hostage keeping. Do need to get the revival. Nades are going to be here. Long shots from the 4 Angries in the meanwhile get a down of initiation between them. And the grenade there just doesn't connect. And we are having another team fight somewhere else. But right now, Khan doing huge numbers.
Oh boy, finally receiving some return fire. But hey, he dealt a really good amount of damage. The revive should come through probably. But hey, Conf has done a lot. And that's his cue to get out of there. There were a few other fights, as you mentioned, happening somewhere else on the map. But look at this, 7 Gaming. One of 4 Angry's members down. Where's the rest of them, though? Why are those so split up? But, oh well. 7G isn't looking all that great either. Look at that. That guy just received fire, and he's probably down as well. A lot of engagements happening all over the map, and it is bound to happen because, hey, look at how small the circle has gotten. The teams are only going to be getting more and more cramped with time. So, yeah, more action is bound to come.
More action indeed. And as the circle grows smaller, the opportunities rise. Samler, we talked about him. This team has now been having a better time. Nodak coming in for a swoop to try and take out a player or two from 7G. But this nade is going to be Notifier. Nedex on the meanwhile, taking out Melee, and Nodak now coming into initiation. That's going to be a down. A finish onto the, actually just a down alone, but maybe a second follows through. If you peek through that window, do not find around. Do not stick around and find out here, 7 Gaming. You're going to be having troubles doing so. It's a down with the nade. Bullseye onto it. Great accuracy. And now we're completely pinched in the building. You finish him off, and Nodak, bad boy, he's doing good jobs. As of course, there is no bone needed to be feed. He also needs to just find these shots, one after another. He's taking them at bay, and there's no fight back from 7 Gaming. The only one being returned is the down onto 1, the second as well, but that's Fairy Tale's job, as right now Bad Boy taking the bad part about it. Nicely sticking behind, gonna have to heal, come up from the behind. One of these teammates, a pat on the back there, And right now, O'Connell, he's going to be the last saving grace here from Notek. If he goes down, the team follows along. But 7 Gaming, how are they still alive? They take him out and Notek eliminated.
That was such an amazing fight. How Bad Boy just threw those precise nades, even got the first aid in, and yeah, they were just alive for so long. And a fight that they shouldn't have been winning, and somehow Bad Boy was turning around, and then once again the table flipped again, and somehow they lost their entire team. What an amazing fight. But yeah, moving on from that, we have our eyes on Kuki15, who did fire some shots, didn't really land any of them. He's trying to maintain his range, just tucks himself back inside the house and try to stay safe for now. But wow, what an encounter that was, Bob. It was just amazing.
Criminal. Absolutely criminal. And oh, Myth right now are having themselves a blast. Granted, it's in the name. He's bound to be dead at this point. And while Justice does finish the job, he himself catches a bit of bullets, which is going to be bringing him down to just 1 bullet away from that down 2. He does escape away, find himself a comfort zone, heal off. And right now, Gladiators are looking extremely strong with all 4 players on the line. 1453, not being as aggressive as they were earlier, but what matters is that the majority of the players are still alive and kicking well.
They definitely are. I mean, hey, 48 is still a very good number. And considering how small the zone has gotten now, it definitely is a bigger number than we should have. But oh well, everyone's just hiding in nukes and crevices right now. We are seeing some fire come through without dope. There we go. They're receiving some fire, but hey, not really retaliating as of now. There we go. They're spotting the heads, but hey, as soon as they just hold that scope, they are definitely gonna get headshotted. So yeah, it's for them. It's just better to not take the fight for now. Look at this. Sparta spots someone. A lot of damage dealt.
It's not down just yet. Oh, just 1 bullet. 1 bullet, Sparta, for the SKS.
He doesn't see him anymore.
No, lay down, nice lane cover, inside sadness, truly inside, and the car flip definitely goes crazy here.
That's
1453 going in, Typhon there with the down, but it's an elimination onto M9TA, as now they all fall, and Myth Justice coming in to try and back those up, but they're all taking long-range gunfights, and in the meanwhile, Justice having the heavy blows of it, quite fatal, a down on, gonna have to get left behind, as 2 players are more than enough that Myth requires, maybe going into these final moments. Storm also joining in, and of course the boys from downtown taking out Typhon, but this down is going to be huge. Needix! Oh, the nade there! Oh, holler!
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hey! Oh. There we go. Oh my god, so many eliminations, and there we go. He's on another fight already. 14 in hand, 37 HP, trying to make it out of there. The smoke is just enough to give him enough cover to get out of there. They can't see him just yet. Medkit pulled out. He should be able to get himself to back 100 HP. Maybe not, maybe not.
Holy.
Really in a pinch right now. Needix needs to do something. No, that wall is good. That wall is super good. At least gives him enough time to pull the first hit out and inject him. So, with it. Can he get out, though? Well, that's later. What are with these nades? Look at that. Just Needix, the guy who was injecting himself with the first aid, just got taken out by a nade, and now we have our eyes on all against us. Only 1 player left who's up against all of Redline. I don't think he's making out of this, but still, he probably can try and get a few eliminations maybe out of Redline. I don't think he'll let them. We will have to see.
Oh my god, how many eliminations have we seen in the past couple of minutes? It has been a bloodbath. Teams dropping by, us as well joining the tally, and it's all gone south for so many of these teams. But Redline, look at how strong they are. They have not only racked up kills, but the entirety of the team still alive. This has been the epitome of death, certainty, and 7 Gaming. That's a finish onto them due to the Storm being the one to deliver the final blow.
It's just insane. We saw a minimum of 20 knockouts, 18 eliminations in the past 3 minutes. It is a bloodbath. I mean, I feel sorry for the observers right now. I have no idea what they're going through at this point, because like, it's just so much to keep track of. I'm lost, but hey, it's just chaotic. It's probably even really random and uncertain for a lot of players because they don't really know what's happening. They try to take an engagement with a team, they just get third-partied. So yeah, a lot of chaos right now, but this is what we love about PUBG, don't we? So yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. Could not describe it better myself. I mean, Well, we had that very early phase, right, Holler, where there was nothing happening. And these past few minutes have been just going off the charts. And that's what we love to see. Aggression,
Yeah, it's like the
a kill.
embodiment of, hey, this is what you wanted, right? Here you go.
You gave us time, now watch and learn. Kills went off, and well, there's only 10 teams remaining. And taking a look at how many players are alive, or soon to be, there's an average of about 9, or actually an average of about 3 players per team.
Pretty much, yeah. Redline, though, still alive with all of their members. That's nice to see that they're, preserving their numbers for now, which is a nice thing. It's probably going to come handy in the end games, but for now, we can see Lost Soul finding one off. We are seeing his teammates trying to take some shots off, but hey, not a really good position to be in. It's kind of an open land with only a rock for the cover, so yeah. They're just chilling around. The zone is closing up. They have to close off as well eventually. But hey, Lost Soul just out on the hunt for more. Fairy Tales up really close. They are just in their vicinity, but Lost Soul. A lot of... Oh, what's happening? You gotta see something, but hey, Lost Soul. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. 2 eliminations. We kind of missed that, but hey, your soul just did a lot of work there.
Huge play from Your Soul Is Mine, and truly it is, but, well, not long after, 1453 face defeat, as Samler get an elimination. Not only that, but they continue on, these bullets raining. Fairy Tale, you know what they say about fairy tales, they're not reality, but maybe this is going to be a dream coming to fruition any second, as they do have a very decent amount of players still kicking alive, well and healthy, and Nate's coming out here from right side, as he does chuck it. Doesn't know now where one of these players is, but a headshot delivered to his side, as he will have to retreat for just another. One returned. Boom goes the dynamite. Does it connect? Not necessarily. Drops coming out, and teams right now at an all-time high.
Definitely is the case. He is sending some nades as a gift back as well, but none of them are really connecting. They are trying to stay safe for now. 4 Angry Sense, Lost Soul, and his teammate still alive. He's going to be receiving a little bit of fire from Samford's players, but hey, he's trying to stay safe. These guys are in a really interesting position. They're just barely edging the circle right now, and these are moving along the line. But thing is, they have a lot of teams. They have teams on their 3 sides. One on the north, one on the east, one on the west. They're completely surrounded. So yeah, in a lot of trouble within due time. But for now, they're just safe. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to be making out of this. Going from downtown, Nade's being cooked. Without is going to be taking a bit of a damage. Look at Redline still being as safe as ever. They're just holding their fort behind that cliff. Not quite yet moving inside into the next safe zone. But yeah, they eventually will. So that's going to be interesting to see how these 3 teams are going to be competing for the exact same space on the map.
Redline, with only 3 kills, have been securing themselves a very grand spot in this map number 2. Now, these are the final 7 teams. This is where points are actually given out through your survival. So whoever is taken out first gets 1. Then it's second, third, all the way till 10 points, which is going to be secured. And one of these contenders definitely going to be Redline, as they have all 4 players alive. 4 Angries with 2. Fairy Tale coming out strong, just in between with 3. And they're looking to surround the Navy players here. 4 Angry Sense. They're starting to feel all this aggression pile up on them, but they're nicely just crawling on the ground, waiting for everything to come into their loving arms, and just that trigger-happy finger ready to shoot its bullets. But Samler, the first one to have a say and start the initiation, as Redline lose their first player.
Definitely is the case. Redline finally receiving some damage, and now Fairy Tale coming into the gameplay as well. They are going to be shooting some bullets, but look at how passive 4 Angry Sense are being now. Redline finally returning some fire. They are able to take 1 down on Samler's side. The revive isn't going to be easy to get through because, hey, the teammate is really separated. Fairy Tales on the other side is also getting some work done. They are delivering some damage on 4 Angries, and I think that's 4 Angries wiped out, perhaps? Lost Soul. Definitely not feeling out well after that. Look at that. Redline finally coming to the battlefield. We are seeing a vehicle knockout come through. Samler, they are going to be taking down a few on Redline's side. This is an interesting battle between the 2. Lost Soul surviving for his life, not going down without a fight. He is receiving nades. The rock is all he has, and look at how much work he's doing. 1 knock, and there we go, a double 1 as well. Wow. This guy is definitely not going down without a fight. 4 eliminations so far, and Redline still at it.
Still at it indeed. Fairy Tale now taking high ground as they spot some bodies, and bodies dropped. 4 Angry Sens are now taking off the lead. Fairy Tale with 1 extra, 9 kills, looking strong. Still 3 players, a very positive attitude, I imagine. Confidence must be high, and the last 4 are going to be fighting. The only 2 teams with the highest amount of players are going to be Samler and Fairy Tale, who have been very consistent throughout the entirety of map number 3, going very good. And yet again, keep in mind, this is the half point. After this map is done, it will be the half point on the leaderboard. So Storm, Redline, your time to shine is now. Fairy Tale and Samler, well, they just need to play their cards correctly, and shots delivered early onto Conf.
Definitely now the final 4 teams remain on the battlefield as the circle once again closes up in 1 minute. 3 alive on Fairy Tale and Samler, and 2 on Storm and Redline. Redline and Samler, they are up really close. So they are kind of 3 of the teams actually are up really close. So they are kind of contending for the same place, while Fairy Tale is, a bit of behind that cliff. So yeah, they don't really have much to worry about, and yeah, they can just send fire just like that they did on Storm on request. So yeah, nothing to worry about for them. But the other teams, they do have to be really careful, and just like that, GD is going to be spotting out Brightside down to 1 HP. He definitely has to heal up from that. And for now, I think the team should just be really passive, not really go for any picks, play for that leaderboard, play for that scoreboard, survive for as long as they can. And yeah, that is what Storm are going to be trying to do. But as soon as he's trying to run away, Fairy Tale, Conf almost gets the kill, but runs out of bullets. He really could have gotten that. But yeah, just didn't happen.
Oh, you know that the second a team fights a fight, the one to start us off will be then joined on by the others later on, so definitely don't want to be stuck in that position as of current. Samler still holding their ground inside the building as Storm on request attempting to approach it. This bomb is definitely going to be huge as it pushes one out of position. Nosferatu taken out on spot like the vampire. Garlic to him, and now Crucified on the spot. Now he's down, taken out. Storm on request is eliminated by Samler and none other than them. One by Storm, one by Bullets, and that's where some extra points are given. Fairy Tale and Samler will definitely have a huge bout, but Redline still on the sides.
Definitely is the case. Now Storm being out of the battlefield, it's just 3 teams remaining with Redline, Fairy Tale, and Samler. And as I say that, Fairy Tale is going to be spotting one of Redline's, and there we go. The knockout is there, perfectly delivered by April. Can he find more? Can he finish it up? Yes, he can. 1 remaining on Redline's side. Samler, Fairy Tale, apologies, are doing really well. 10 kills in total already. They are being rushed perhaps by the other teams right now, but they should be able to hold it out for long enough. Samler now finally making a rotation. He's trying to get up into a better position for Fairy Tales. Pretty much going on a flank for these guys, but Fairy Tale, they should be very enough about it because, hey, zone closing up. Fairy Tale, there's no way they don't know, or at least aren't cautious about their flank.
Cautious or not, let's see Samler put up a decent fight. Fairy Tale should be the only real contenders right now, resetting topside, and this high ground definitely gives them off quite an advantage. But little do they know that Raffle is right around the corner. He gets it down onto one. The second as well. Can he find the third piece? No, but 2 are more than enough to put him in dust comfort. As comes out from the side, Fairy Tale eliminated, put it to the ground, and 1 more player for Samler to take out Redline. They have 1 opposition. This final few just standing behind the rock, and this is a fight they possibly cannot lose.
Definitely cannot. What an amazing fight by this guy. The flank. I was like, hey, Fairy Tale, they definitely know what's happening, right? They definitely are cautious about the flank, but no, guess not. And yeah, Samler is taking full advantage of that. And now we are seeing one of the players that left behind for a little bit of a scouting is going to be delivering a little bit of damage to Redline. We already have 1 player remaining, so we do know the outcome of this. Maybe that 1 player is able to stay alive, but with that HP, he's gonna be needing a lot of medicines to stay alive. Doesn't give himself the first aid, but hey, what can he really do against 3 of Samler's? Look at that, how much damage. He's just being held by 3 players. So yeah, it's pretty much an unwinnable position for him. Unlucky for Redline. And what an amazing performance by Samler. These guys, that last flank, that last move that they made, that last rotation, this was just amazing. Catching Fairy Tale off guard.